welcome back to the last episode of Ravenwood Farm. If you watched the last one and you watched it all the way till the end, you will have seen the amusing, confusing incident with the John Deere. So we are up at the store because we need to get away to get some fuel back in that thing and then get it back where it belongs, because no idea how that thing walked across the map. I am looking for something that I thought I had installed. There we go. We're going to get ourselves a couple of containers of diesel, and we should then be able to drive that thing over to our fuel tank, get it refueled, and get the pit compacted. And then we're just going to have a quick summary of where we got to with this series and where we're going next. So it's probably going to be a fairly short video, I think. I had planned to end it on the last one, but I didn't want to just want to wrap it up with the Flying 9RX. See if we can get a belt over that one. Let's go. So I'll see you back over at the farm. May seem like I'm wrapping this series up kind of hastily, and I sort of am. I've achieved what I wanted to achieve on here, and it's probably, the series has probably gone on longer than it should have really, but I got really into doing all those tutorials and stuff. The whole purpose of this series was to get into running a dairy farm in FS22 and just play around with that and see what we learn. And we've done that really. So I think now is a good time to move on. There are lots of good maps coming out. Greenlands has been released yesterday and I really want to play on there. And there are a lot of third-party American maps about at the moment. So I'm not entirely sure where we're going from here. For some reason I now can't pick these fuel cans up. Possibly Greenlands, which obviously is very different to the American series we've been doing on here, or possibly one of the many American maps that are around. Hopefully we can get fuel out of these guys. Yep. And hopefully that will give us enough to get over to the fuel tank without running out. John Deere had no idea what went on with this thing. Some sort of interdimensional portal. But we can now resolve the issue of us not having any fuel in the tractor. I'm not going to bother refueling it all the way, because if the same thing happens again, we're definitely going to give up. I don't actually remember how far through compacting the pit we were when we went flying across the map. I am just really glad that I didn't have any stacks of bales in the way, because that would have been pretty soul destroying. And I don't remember how much silage we got. 415,000 litres, so that's pretty good. So we basically now just need to get this compacted, and that's pretty much it really for this series. We're not going to bother selling this. We could make a nice amount of money through the BGA. We obviously brought the, let's put the diff locks on. We brought the dairy productions last time. That was probably not the best move, if I'm honest. I'm really not a fan of productions. So yeah, what have we learned, I guess? Cows can make you money. It's just been a bit, getting into the experience of running a dairy farm, and not doing it when FS22 came out in, on the standard starter farms that everyone was using. This is quite a nice little spot. To be fair, Elm Creek has some nice spots for farms. The ones in the corners, the non-playable farms, are actually really nice farms. It's a shame that Giants didn't put more effort into making those into real workable farms. They had real potential. Here's what else is going on while we're doing this. We've had the Maze Plus stream. That was kind of cool. At some point, might be having a summary out on there. Might have had a summary out on there by the time you're watching this. Might have had another Maze Plus stream actually. Not sure when this video is going to come out. Might have had some other cool stuff happen. If I have, there'll be videos about it. Got a few things going on at the moment. Yeah, that's pretty much it. This is going to be a very short video, I think, because I just wanted to come back on and finish this off. It didn't feel right leaving it as it was. But I don't really have anything else I want to achieve on here. I really want to move on. We've got crops in the silos, but there's no real point progressing and trying to sell those. This wasn't a farm about making money. We've learnt about the BGA and the modding Welt BGA over there, which I then edited to make perform more as I would like. The thing that I am intrigued with that is the electricity charge point, and I would like to get into more electric vehicles in the future. I am toying with the idea of doing some edits to some vehicles to make them into electric vehicles. I think that could be kind of fun. Particularly if we had a BGA that could store electricity and we could use it to refuel them like the one over there. And maybe we have a series where we need to produce the fuel for our own vehicles. And Mighty Mike tried to do something like that on Erlengrat with the whole net zero farming series that he did. And I'm kind of intrigued by that, but there aren't quite enough good electric vehicles in game. I think they probably exist in the world, or they're close to existing, so yeah, I'm toying with that. I've half started building a website. We've run out of fuel again. I give up. We put 500 litres of diesel in this thing and we've done minutes and run out. That's just stupid. John Deere, you suck. And on that bombshell, we are burning the John Deere overalls. To go back to normal me. Normalish me. You can come and get your crappy tractor. I don't know if that's me or the tractor, but I'm not arsing about with that anymore. Where's our Fendt? Here we go. We'll use this. This works. There's not much left to come back. I forgot where I was. Yeah, I'm halfway through working on building a website. See, with the geos and things that I've been making, I thought it would be kind of cool to have a website to put them all on. We've got the merch store, and the videos and stuff. I kind of like to put it all in one place, I think, particularly as there are some mod edits that I want to do. It would be good to have a place to release those as well. Basically edits to base game stuff that I want to have a play with, but not, try and get released or anything. So yeah, thinking about doing or I have started putting together a small website for stuff like that. I don't get that John Deere at all. Actually, I'm just going to go and have a look at the video and see whether we just naturally ran out of fuel. Bear with me. It wasn't me. The John Deere just magically ran out of fuel again. I don't look like there's anything in. I'm going to have a check at the log and check whether that's a mod conflict or something, because that's just weird. Maybe it's a mod that I've added that's causing that issue, but it's only been that tractor that I've had the issue with. Space Game tractor. So yeah, it wasn't me. It was the John Deere going from having all the fuel that I put into it to no fuel. And I think on that bombshell, this series is going to fizzle out, because we're almost done with compacting the silage. I need to put the diff locks back on. Don't use them enough to remember all the keys. There we go. I think it's been interesting. I think it's been fun. I've enjoyed bits of it. Bits have been frustrating. Really enjoyed the silage harvest that led to this silage bit. Didn't enjoy dealing with the 9RX, which I thought would be a really fun way of compacting this, and turns out it wasn't. That belt has been a cool find, and we'll probably be using that on series again. There's a couple of ideas for series that I have just before we wrap up. One was suggested by someone in the comments on YouTube, and I can't remember who you are, which was to set up, maybe a little bit like this was set up actually. We're going to set up a big farm with whatever I want and all the land that I want and stuff. But with a loan, there is the mod now that lets you have a up to £10 million loan, and then just work at paying it off, no contracting, just running the farm and trying to pay off the debt. Really like that idea. That may be the next series. And the other one is in opposition to that, is a contracting based series, but I want more maps for that, because I want to not be set on a map. I want to set a contracting business up, and then we'll just jump around maps and do jobs on different maps, so we can see lots of maps. Pit's compacted, so let's get that covered and fermenting, and I think we are done here. So I hope you've enjoyed this series, folks. If you have, leave me a comment. The last video is a bit flat, I'm afraid, so I just wanted to wrap this up. I was done in the last video on this, apart from that John Deere screwing up, which is done again. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the series. It's been kind of fun to make, and we will be back soon with something new in FS22.